KBM Sports Talks. I'm Kevin, and today we got our second NHL semifinals matchup. We got the preview, we got the prediction, we got all that coming in this video. So hit that like button. Tell me in the comments what you think your predictions are before you hear the preview, or you can hear the preview and then hit that comment section, or you can do it right now, either or. But also hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet. If you have, thank you, and let's get into this video. So we're going to start off with the record so far in the playoffs. The Vegas Golden Knights are 8-5, and we have the Montreal Canadiens, who are 8-3 in the playoffs so far. Wow, what are some records right there. Both teams have gone to Game 7s. Both teams are so good lately. They have turned the switch. They have flipped the switch, and it's scary. Vegas Golden Knights, their path to the semifinals has been a little bit of a bumpy run, but they're here. They beat the Wild in a 7-game series, 4-3. They beat them 7 games. They beat them. Minnesota came back in that series too, but Golden Knights held them off in Game 7, and they destroyed them in Game 7, 6-2 in Game 7. Wow. Then they beat the team that was predicted to win the whole thing, the Colorado Avalanche. And they didn't just beat them. They beat them pretty handily after the first 2 games. The first 2 games, Colorado won. First game was 7-1. Everyone thought this series was going to be a blowout. Second game, 3-2. In overtime, Colorado won. 2-0 series lead. Everyone thought, nope. Well, they came out third game, 3-2. They came out the next game, 5-1. Next game, 3-2. 3-2 series lead. And going into Game 6, the Golden Knights came out there and won 6-3. So the 2 games that they were basically kind of win the series games, they beat their teams 12-5. Those 2 games. So 6-2 and 6-3. Wow. So they are on a hot streak, but let's see what the Canadiens did to get here too, because the Canadiens also went to a Game 7, just like the Golden Knights did in the first round. The Montreal Canadiens are the 4 seed. You guys remember that. You guys got to remember that the 4 seed is Montreal in that whole division, and they went and played against number 1 team, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they beat the Toronto Maple Leafs in 7 games. 2-1, Montreal won the first game. Second game, 5-1 Toronto. 2-1 the next game was Toronto 2, and 4-0 to Toronto. So they were down 3-1, the Canadiens were, and they went on to win the next 3 games. 4-3 overtime. Montreal wins. Next game, overtime again. This time 3-2 Montreal, and then it was 3-1 in Game 7. The Canadiens won. And then they went and played the Jets, and they dominated the Jets. They swept the Winnipeg Jets easily. 5-3 the first game, 1-0 the next game, 5-1 the third game, 3-2 in overtime in the last game, in Game 4. So they swept the Jets. Not as impressive. It's impressive, but not as much goals scored as the Golden Knights. Golden Knights are on a tear. This whole playoff season, they've gotten 40 goals for themselves, and the Canadiens only have scored 28. So that's a 12-goal difference. That's a huge difference right there. And then the Golden Knights have let up 31, and the Canadiens have let up 24. Big number difference right there. And the Golden Knights have scored 3.3 goals per game in this playoff, and the Canadiens have scored 2.7. That's a pretty, not huge difference, but a good distance away from each other that it does make you look at it and be like, okay, that's huge right there. Then we also have the goals against. We have the Canadiens with a 2.8 goal for the other team scored, and we have the Golden Knights with a 2.1. So that is a margin, because it's basically like 2 goals for the Golden Knights and then 3 goals allowed for the Canadiens in every game. So if you're looking at it that way, it seems like a pretty close matchup, honestly. It seems like the Golden Knights, though, do get the edge. But the Canadiens have been underdog this whole whole playoff series. In every series they play in, the Toronto Maple Leafs, underdogs. Winnipeg Jets, underdogs. They have proven points that I cannot believe. They've beaten teams 4-0 against the Jets. The Jets weren't no little team. The Jets swept the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton Oilers were good. They are good. They swept them easily. And then the Canadiens went out there and swept them just as easily. So these two teams have proven themselves. The Golden Knights have gone out there and they beat the Avalanche. They beat the Avalanche pretty well after those first two games. So both these teams are on a hot streak and they are on a collision course, and they're about to meet tonight, June 14th. Today. They're going to meet tonight at 9 p.m. And it's going to be a great game. A lot of people are saying the Golden Knights are going to kill the Canadiens. Hey, it may happen, but the thing is, nobody thought the Canadiens would make it this far. Nobody thought that, because literally, you're going to tell me that the Canadiens are going to beat Maple Leafs, and then they're going to go beat the Jets? Sweep the Jets? Matter of fact, no. I would not. I would laugh in your face if you said the Canadiens were going to make it to the semifinals to play for a cup. Because honestly, I am actually in awe. And I saw on NHL Network that the game that Canadiens play is through the middle. Everything goes through the middle. The Canadiens love that. Well, the Golden Knights are the team this year have shut down the middle, make you go to the sides. Golden Knights are the best team in NHL this year for the middle defense. But does that mean that they're going to shut the Canadiens down? We have to wait and see. Or will the Canadiens surprise us and go to the sides? Or will they be expecting, the Golden Knights expect the Canadiens to maybe try to go to the sides? They know that they are going to try to, that the Golden Knights are so good in the middle. Maybe those Canadiens will surprise them and go to the middle, because maybe the Golden Knights are expecting them to go to the outside because they know that they're that good in the inside. But we have to wait and see, because this is going to be a great series, in my opinion. It has the potential to be a blowout series. It really does, just like the other series, which is the Islanders Lightning. It has that potential, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout series. I think it's going to be a great series. Right now, the Golden Knights are led by Fleury for goalie. Great. He's on a tear. I literally don't know why last year they sat him or they didn't play him a lot. Don't know what that. Fleury is probably arguably one of the best goalies right now in NHL, and he's like 36 or something like that, and he's still performing. Then you have, for the Canadiens, you have probably at one time the best goalie in NHL, Corey Price, for the Canadiens. He's also doing good. But the Canadiens also have two great goalies. They have Jake Allen and they got Corey Price. So they have two really, really good goalies, just the Canadiens. Or just like the Golden Knights, they have great goalies. This is a great goalie matchup, honestly. Just like the other game. Just like the other series. The Islanders Lightning is a great goalie matchup too. Just like this one. And I cannot wait, because Karlsson has been on a goal tear. 4 goals and 7 assists. 11 points for Karlsson. Not the most points, honestly, that we've seen in the playoffs so far. But the Canadiens, Tyler Toffoli is the same thing as Karlsson. They're both on the tear right now. 4 goals for Toffoli. 6 assists. 10 points. That's a great thing for both these guys. These guys are both on a tear, and I can't wait to watch them play against each other this year in this series tonight at 9, June 14th, Monday. These guys start off their series, and I cannot wait. And I know you guys have been waiting to see who my prediction is. My prediction for this series is the Vegas Golden Knights taking this series in. It took me a lot to think about. This did take me a whole day, basically, to think, because I didn't know if I wanted to do. I had the Golden Knights winning this series. I do have them winning this series no matter what. But I didn't know if I wanted to do in 6 games, 7 games, 5 games. I don't think this is going to be a sweep. But I'm going to go with the safe bet and say this is going to be a 6-game series. They're going to win it in 6 games. And I think that they're going to go play against one of the Islanders or the Lightning. You guys will have to go check that video out. I will put it at the end of this video, in the end screen, and you guys can go watch the video and tell me what you guys think. If you guys agree with both of them, or you don't agree at all, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button for me, and hit that subscribe button too. And let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Golden Knights are gonna win this series like I think so? How many games? And do you think that the upset's gonna happen? Let me know. But For now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, see ya!